Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Yes, y'all, I'm recording from my phone, but God spoke this word to me. And God has just been, I did not plan on doing anything today, any recordings at all, but God just spoke this word to me. I am, I was looking at some of you guys' comments, and, like God was going over the messages. I'm going over the messages with God, and I'm looking at you guys' comments, and God started speaking to me. For some of you that are in a situation where you are with someone that is habitually cheating, okay, habitually cheating, and there will come a day that they will regret what they put you through. And God, at first I was gonna do a voiceover. I'm really just trying to relax. I'm sitting here trying to watch. I was watching Why Did I Get Married to, y'all. The first one, Why Did I Get Married? Wow, like, and when I said two, TOO2, okay. But anyways, I'm just sitting here watching the movie, trying to relax, and as I'm watching this movie and just thinking about, the what happens in the movie, I've seen it before, and God was just speaking to me. There are situations. Um, I'm being reminded of another video, a video I watched earlier today, where a woman was saying that some of the problems that we have today are tiny problems compared to what our ancestors faced. Okay. I think that was a woman, or was that a... Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I got it from. What matters is God is saying that, in some cases, there are people that just, get over it, and they just, carry on. And, that is something that has been done for centuries, for years. It's stories in the Bible about situations like that. And I just feel like God is saying that there's going to come a day when this person is going to regret how they treated you. And this is not me saying that I agree with you choosing to stay after, like, if you found out that someone was cheating on you and you decided to stay, or if someone was, like, whatever it is. I just feel like God is saying that like that is what will happen. Like, that is the outcome. Okay. That's the outcome. That is the outcome that you are going to receive. Whenever there's something going on, we have options. And this message is basically for people. You have the choice, okay? You have a choice of leaving, and you have a choice of staying and working it out. And this is for someone who decided to stay and work it out. God is saying that you're wondering what would happen in the end if you decided to just remain here. Scared the crap out of me. Anyways, if you decided to remain faithful to someone that is, treating you a certain way, what will happen? God is saying there will come a day where this person will think about how they treated you and how you have treated them over the years. And yeah, that's basically what it is. I was even told this, by my mom growing up, that it's always better to be kind, even if someone is hurting you, because in the end, there's going to come a time when that person is going to think back on how they treated you versus how you treated them. Another saying is, it's not about what you did for people or what you did to people. It's about how you made them feel. Some people don't realize this. When you think about making an impression on people, And being a memorable person, some people, they aren't memorable not because that they're boring, or it's not because they are someone that's not noticed, or like people don't like them or something like that. Because sometimes some people are very, very, very popular, and still the thing is, I just feel like God is saying that there are people that have not mastered how they make other people feel. And this will be like someone who is always worried about how they feel and their feelings and what they have going on. And when you are so engulfed in yourself and you're only thinking about yourself, you leave other people falling short. You leave other people kind of questioning how you feel about them, and if y'all are really friends and stuff. Like, it would be like being in a friendship with someone and you're the only one, like you're always calling them, they never call you, and they never ask you to hang out, you always have to ask them. I just feel like God is saying that eventually the person who is always having to ask is going to get tired of asking and is going to stop asking. And there's going to come a day when the person who is always getting asked is not going to be getting asked to go anywhere by anybody. And they're going to think back on, it was people that used to call them and ask them if they wanted to hang out. And they're going to reminisce and think about that. So basically, God is saying it's like that. That's basically what it is. Like, that's just like, y'all know, in my past, I was a nursing assistant, and I was very close with people before they transitioned, okay, to meet our Heavenly Father, and sometimes I feel like what is heavy on their hearts at that moment in their life is how they treated people and how people treated them. Just to be real. And this is also coming from experience as someone who was I lived in a nursing home. I was a resident at a nursing home. When you are in that position to where, like, being in a hospital for a long period of time, you can't help but to think. And it's like it's the perfect breeding ground for God to touch people, because you can't help but to hear God. You can run and you can run and you can run and you can run, but you can't go nowhere in no hospital. And I just feel like God is saying that the feeling of regret is going to be heavy for some people. It's a lot of people in this world, when they get to that place in their lives, they're going to have a surge of regret. And that is if God blesses them to be able to have the opportunity to sit down, even if it's just for a day, even if it's just for an hour, even if it's just for a few minutes, and think about the things that they have done in their life and have the opportunity to repent. Because everybody don't get that opportunity. But God is saying, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, and the blessings for you will be many. Yeah. And I just feel like this is like you are deeply trying to do what God would want you to do. And I'm also going to add that God is telling me to say, it doesn't mean, God is not calling for you to be hurt. God is not calling for you to be in a situation where you could get hurt or anything like that. But if you are doing what is right in the eyes of God, blessings will follow. And that's what I like. I just feel it. Blessings will follow. However, yeah, that's the message. Regret. and probably anxiety as well, because it will be at a point in time when this person will not be able to make up for any of those deeds. But that doesn't mean that God is not going to give them opportunities to do so. But I just feel like it'll get to that point. It'll get to that point. And that's for someone like, just like I said, this is for someone that God loves deeply through everything, you know. And there are so many people that the Bible talks about, like David, one of my favorite, he's one of my favorite characters, but David, like, what David did to the hitting, I forgot his name exactly, but what he did to him was so cold-hearted. It was so evil. It was so manipulative. But God still loved him. And it's just me being real, like that, and you know, I'm just coming from, because I feel like it's not fair if, like, you know, God is saying it's not fair if the message does not hit both sides, you know, because there are people that are just done with it, and there are people that are not. And it's just, God is saying that you deserve to know what's going on with you. You deserve to know what will happen. And you know, I feel like it's not good. God is saying it's not good to just be hurting. I feel like hurting without any outlet or something like that. Like it's kind of like, somebody is hurting, but they can't talk to anybody about it, because if you do, then you're worried about how people feel about you staying with this person. And then you don't want people to look at this person a certain kind of way. And you know, it's kind of like you're protecting yourself and them at the same time, but at the same time you are also dropping the ball on your health, your mental health, your emotional health. They're very important, along with physical health, you know, but serious mental health and emotional health are very important, you know. Everything goes hand in hand, and God is saying that he doesn't want you to drop the ball there. So, you know, if you need to talk to somebody, you need to reach out to someone, you need to, you know. And if you, I'm here, okay, I'm also at that, I'm here. But you know, even if it's not me, you know, there are so many, most pastors do offer counseling, okay? Most pastors will have conversations with you about life. And you know, I just feel like somebody needs to talk to somebody. And you just need to have your own kind of something to keep your mind busy, something to keep you from, God is saying don't lay idle. When you lay idle, your mind wanders. Anyways, that's the message. 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 It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be this week. It may not be next week. It may not be this month. It may not be next month. It may not be this year. It may not be next year. It may not be in 5 years. It may not be in 10. But it shall come to pass. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.